this video, we're going to take a close look at breakout rooms. Now, breakout rooms are also very closely connected with what are called layouts. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see I have a sharing layout, a discussion layout, and a collaboration layout. These are just different configurations of the basic Adobe Connect room. Right now I'm in the sharing layout. And in the sharing layout, there's just a great big screen share here. The webcam over here is going to have just little tiny pictures of people. If the webcams were running, it would be little tiny pictures of these people here. And then we have a chat pod over here. If I want to change that view, and by the way, these three are the default ones as soon as an Adobe room is set up. If I want to go to a more of a discussion, I would click on discussion. And this is the default with the webcams here, very similar to what we've been doing in our courses. We have discussion notes here, a chat in the middle so that everyone can see it. And then we might have something else over here. In this particular case, I have a multiple answer poll. Then there's the collaboration layout. And you can see it's not entirely different really from the discussion one. The poll is missing down here, but there's a notes pod. Over on the left-hand side is a files pod, and of course the chat pod is in the middle. Now let's just go back, because it'll make things clearer if I do this, to the sharing mode. Now, we're going to want to set up breakout rooms. Over here on the right, we have 4 people plus myself, and we're in the mode known as the attendees mode, or attendees view. If I go here, I'll get the breakout room view. Well, right now, there are no breakout rooms. And of course, if I go here, this is the view showing if anybody has raised their hand or anything else, in case I might want to clear that or in case I've missed something. We're going to ignore the attendee status view for right now. We're going to focus more over here. Well, we need to create a breakout room. Here's the easiest way to do it. You go down to where it says Start Breakouts and do not click that. Go over to the right to the plus button, and it will create a new breakout room. The default when a new Adobe meeting room is created is you get 3. I have deleted the 3 for illustrative purposes. We're going to recreate them. So I'm going to hit plus, and now we have 1 breakout room. Well, what does it look like? You'll see when we go into it momentarily that it's going to base itself on the configuration of whatever layout we are in when we go to the breakout room. Right now we're in the sharing layout. So I'm going to hit Start Breakouts, and then I'm going to move myself down into breakout room number 1. Now, here I am in the room, and you can see it's very closely configured based on the sharing layout that we began with. Now I'm going to end the breakouts, and I'm going to move to the discussion. I'm going to go back up here. Now I'm going to hit Start Breakouts, and then I'm going to move back down into breakout room 1, and let's see if there's anything different. Here we go. Wow, that looks just like the sharing one, doesn't it? That's because that's what we initially began our forays into breakout rooms using. So I'm now going to end breakouts. I'm going to get myself out of breakout room 1, although I don't really have to. And I'm going to delete breakout room 1 by hitting that X, and I'm going to get rid of it. So now it's gone. But I'm going to stay now in discussion mode. Again, I could go to collaboration, but I'm going to stay in discussion. And I'm going to create a breakout room. And in fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go right into that room. You won't see anything yet until I hit Start Breakouts. and let's see if what we're looking at here has some resemblance to the new breakout room. Lo and behold, it does. We've got a poll over here, although it's not filled in. We have chat in the middle. We have the notes over here, the start your webcam. So whenever you start to create breakouts, it's based on whatever layout you are in. Now I'm going to end breakouts. Now we're going to create breakout rooms from scratch. I'll show you what I mean. So we have these three layouts, but we're in host view. So I can go up here and I can create a brand new layout. And I can make it blank, or I can duplicate an existing layout. For this exercise, I'm going to make it blank, and I'm going to give it a name. Breakout layout. And I'm going to hit OK. And now I have a completely blank canvas. Let's start getting some pods in. Well, I like to have the attendees pod in. I tend to like to have it on the right. Other people don't. You'll see many people who are hosting will have it way over here. I like to have it over here. All right, since this is a breakout room, I want there to be chat. So we're going to add a new chat. Now that's a pretty big chat. It's a chat for everyone. I'm going to maybe put it here. I'm going to add a notes pod, which I will put here. And we'll add a files pod. Put a new one in there. And maybe we'll bring it down here. Overlap a bit with the attendees pod, doesn't really matter. Probably want to get a video pod in there so the people in the room can see each other. And maybe I'll put that more centered. And maybe in order to make this fit a little bit better, bring him in, move that guy over. Maybe I'll put the chat in a more centered place so it's easier to see. And then maybe down here, I might want to have a poll or some other type of pod, depending on what I'm trying to do. In fact, I'm going to leave it this way just for right now. So now we have a brand new layout, and we're going to use it for our breakout rooms, as you will see in the next video.